It started.
Okay, you have to...
Okay.
Hi everybody, thank you for being here. I'm really excited about the topic that we're going to go over today because I think it's important. Anybody in here have a hero or a role model or somebody that they look up to? Who's your hero, Mom?
My mom, among other people, but all the people who have been a positive influence in my life.
Good. What about you, Elise?
The same pretty much as your mom. A lot of people that have had positive influences in my life too, including my own children.
Cameron, did you have a?
So,
Your mom. Okay. Well, according to Wikipedia Online, a hero or heroine for a female comes from the Greek word heros, meaning protector or defender. Today I'm going to share with you who my hero is, what his past has done to inspire me, and how I continually need him in my future. First off, before I tell you who my hero is, I'm going to go over some of the struggles that he's dealt with in his life. He had to deal with a lot of issues of betrayal. People acted like they were his friends, but they really weren't. His friends lied to protect themselves from persecution. He faced persecution while spreading words of kindness. Can anybody guess who I'm going to say my hero is? Elise?
Jesus.
Jesus, yeah. According to Matthew chapter 18, verse 15 through 17, only if he rejects all your efforts to restore the friendship may you ignore him. This means Jesus didn't just try once to be your friend. He tried over and over. He didn't just walk away and give up. Jesus tried until he realized that he just couldn't reach you. Peter disowned Jesus. Jesus dealt with betrayal all the time. According to Matthew chapter 26, verse 69 through 70, now Peter was sitting out in the courtyard, and a servant girl came to him. She said, "You were also with Jesus of Galilee." He said, but he denied it before them all. "I don't know what you're talking about," he said. Now that I've given you some examples of how Jesus handled his life, let me continue with how he helps me struggle with everyday issues. I often deal with issues of judging other people. I think that I know the right way, or I don't understand why they pick the issues and things that they do to deal with. According to Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 3, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way that you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use it, it will measure you. I also deal with jealousy. I always think the grass is greener on the other side, or what do they have, or, I compare other people's lives with my own. I'm a very competitive person. I always want to be the best at everything that I do. According to 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12, we do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with someone who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise. In conclusion, I just wanted to say that Jesus is my hero because he was the ultimate version of how we try to live our lives. I read the Bible to help myself reiterate how to live my life. The Bible inspires me to be a better person. While it's so easy for me to get tempted to stray and do the wrong thing, and our lives are so complicated, that's why it helps me to go to church, to get me back in check, because oftentimes I don't do what I'm supposed to do, or I don't do the right thing. I'd like to leave you with this verse from Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself. Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. Thank you. Now, does anybody have any questions or comments that they'd like to ask me? Yes, Elise?
Alicia, when do you think that you realized that Jesus was your hero? Were you a little girl when you realized this, or was it when you became an adult?
I think that since I was raised in a Christian environment, that I always knew he was somebody that you should look towards, but not until recently did I really realize that I'm the person who can make the steps to live my life like him, because I don't think I always used him first and foremost. That's a good question.
Okay, do you think that praying helps you be more confident in making your decisions and being a better person? When you say prayers, do you feel more of a peace or a help you not to be judging?
I think that for me, when I deal with something like when I was dealing with a career change, I was totally lost. So I prayed a lot, and I think what praying does is it does definitely give me peace, and it helps me just relax, and then everything seems to work out and find its own place. But those are all really great questions. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for participating. And I look forward to other speeches.